I'm Colonel Robert Hodges, Superintendent of Louisiana State Police. Today we gather to give an update on the 10 fugitives. 3 have been captured thus far, 7 remain at large. Louisiana State Police is the lead agency on this investigation. However, it would not be without the help of our local partners from New Orleans Police Department, Chief Ann Kirkpatrick, as well as our neighboring sheriffs in all 4 of the border parishes, our additional state partners, Secretary Gary Westcott of Corrections, Probation and Parole, as well as all of our federal partners, FBI Special Agent in Charge, Jonathan Tapp, ATF Special Agent in Charge, Joshua Jackson, Homeland Security Investigations, Deputy SAC Matthew Wright, also Secret Service Special Agent in Charge, Andy Kearns. Those partners are incredibly important to our success. They're a force multiplier. Y'all are aware when we spoke about 2 days ago, these fugitives may not just be in New Orleans, they've possibly moved out to other parishes and to other states. And the combination of local, state, and federal law enforcement working collectively to ensure the capture and safety of everyone is our top priority. We also have with us from the Department of Justice, the Attorney General's Office, Director of Investigations, Leon Canizero, as well as you can see behind me, Mayor LaToya Cantrell from the City of New Orleans, our Senate President, Cameron Henry, Governor Jeff Landry and his wife Sharon, as well as our Executive Director and CEO of Crime Stoppers of Greater New Orleans, Darlene Costanza. Can't speak enough about the partnership with Crime Stoppers and the rewards that both ATF, FBI, and Crime Stoppers have brought in numerous tips which have led to strong investigative leads. We're confident this time that we have actionable intelligence on all 7 of those fugitives. And we hope in the coming days, if not the coming hours, that we have them all apprehended. But we need the public's help. And we cannot do it alone. More importantly, if you are helping and assisting these fugitives, allowing them to remain uncaptured and not brought to justice, there will be consequences. And there may be charges for you. So please, we ask you to do the right thing and contact law enforcement. There are several ways you can contact us. They've been on all of our social media platforms. And I would just like to specifically remind everyone of where they are, lsp.org, for any suspicious activity. You can also call the State Police Fusion Center, Crime Stoppers of Greater New Orleans, the FBI hotline. All of this information is on all the platforms, Facebook, Meta, Instagram, Twitter, X, as well as our partner agencies. If you feel when you see law enforcement in your area and someone's concerned, don't be alarmed. Obviously, we're trying to bring these fugitives to justice. And it's going to require a law enforcement presence. These are violent criminals. And they escaped. And they have consequences for their actions. And that requires a law enforcement presence, sometimes tactical equipment. State police, along with our partners, has air assets in the air, drone, criminal intelligence, detectives, patrol troopers, as well as uniformed officers from other local agencies. So if you happen to see them in your neighborhood, you should feel confident that that law enforcement presence is trying to bring those escapees to justice. And if you see something, you can always call 911 if you feel unsafe. We understand it may cause you a little bit of alarm, but know that we are here to protect everyone in the City of New Orleans and everyone in the state. And of course, our federal partners will ensure that everyone is taken care of outside of Louisiana. 3 of the escapees were captured within the first 24 hours with the help of the public. I'm going to say it again, with the help of the public and Crime Stoppers. They were relocated to another state facility in Louisiana to ensure their security and safety, as well as everyone else who resides in the state. I'm going to turn it over now to Special Agent in Charge of the New Orleans FBI Field Office, Jonathan Tapp. Jonathan.
Thank you, Colonel Hodges. Good evening. I'm Jonathan Tapp, Special Agent in Charge of the FBI here in New Orleans. 7 dangerous inmates have been on the streets for more than 2 days, and we strongly believe that there are folks out there helping these inmates evade capture. The FBI wants to know, along with our law enforcement partners, that the FBI will work together to ensure that those people helping these inmates evade recapture will be held accountable. These inmates are accused of serious crimes, and until they are back in custody, we should all remain vigilant. We appreciate all the tips we've received so far, and we want you to know that the FBI and our law enforcement partners have been working 24/7 to follow every lead. The FBI remains committed to protecting the American people, and we have agents and analysts working across the country. The FBI will not stop until all of these escaped inmates are recaptured. We're asking that everyone look at these pictures, and if you have seen any of them, please call. You can call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. You can submit a tip at fbi.gov/New Orleans Fugitives, or you can call any of our law enforcement partners here. I also want to let you know that we have increased the reward money from FBI from $5,000 to $10,000 per inmate. That's $10,000 from the FBI per inmate, $5,000 from ATF per inmate, and $2,000 from Crime Stoppers per inmate. So please, as Colonel Hodges said, we need help from the public, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll turn over to Governor Landry.
Well, good evening, everyone. This is a very unfortunate and disappointing circumstance. I want to echo my thanks to our federal and state and local partners and everyone out there who has been working extremely hard to try to capture these fugitives. I also want to thank my fellow colleague, Senate President Cameron Henry, who's here today. Darlene, I'd like you to know that in addition to the FBI increasing their award from $5,000 to $10,000, I would ask that you go ahead and increase the Crime Stoppers award to $5,000. That's a $3,000 increase. Both Senator Henry and I are going to cover that amount. I believe that the majority of citizens in this state and in this city want law and order and security in their neighborhoods, safe streets for their children, and that they are frustrated with the broken criminal justice system that places criminals and victims and diminishes the quality of life here in the state. They deserve better, and our citizens deserve accountability and transparency. Again, without the help of Troop NOLA, the FBI, the U.S. Marshals, NOPD, ATF, and other law enforcement agents around the state, we would not be able to engage in this manhunt, and 3 of these fugitives would not be in custody. Last year, with an emphasis on public safety and violent crime, the legislature and I pursued accountability and transparency. And while some progress has been made, the current issue, I believe, reflects a persistent systemic problem that unfortunately is not unique to New Orleans. I have consistently said that our criminal justice system is like a 3-legged stool. One leg being law enforcement, one leg being prosecutors, the other leg being our courts. And if one of those legs fails, the entire system collapses. Let's talk about that for a minute. Our law enforcement officers around this state and in this city are doing an unbelievable job. And they are making their arrests. They're doing their part. Since the creation of Troop NOLA last year, the state police currently has over 500 cases in the Orleans criminal court system that is being handled by the Attorney General. Now, once a person is arrested, we all know they are booked in a parish jail. And it brings us to why we are here today, which is a failure in the jail system.